on your case, man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you don't move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Body out in the big tight and woman and nice, sweet, fantastic. Big body out in the big tight and I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Eyeliner, on your face and make one mud up. Nose powder, on your face and make one mud up. Like your eyebrow, on your face and make one mud up. Got your lipstick, on your face and make one mud up. Woman,
all right, everybody, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to Mystery Monday. I'm Marsha. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight, and we have a fabulous lineup of tips and ideas to help you grow your business tonight. But before we get to all of that, a couple of things very, very important. First off, be sure to leave, let us know that you're here. So in the comments, if you have not given StreamYard.com/Facebook permission to see your name, then Charlie does not know you're here. Just because you're watching, he can't know that you're here. You have to comment so that he knows you're here. And if you comment and you haven't given Facebook permission to let StreamYard see your name, he doesn't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So it's very, very important that you comment right away and say, hey, Charlie, it's Marsha. Just wanted to make sure you knew I'm here so that he sees you, because that's how he's going to know that you're here when we do some things a little bit later on. It's how he's going to know every time you comment, so he can give you a chance in our drawing for the attendance drawing at the end of the night. It's how he's going to know you're here when we do our activity drawing winner, because if you're not on, you don't win. So we got to know that you're here. So it's very, very important that you do that. The second thing right now is that if you have some friends that are not on Facebook, please, please, please be sure that you send them over to YouTube, because, you know, we are on YouTube. And our YouTube address is, let me see if I can get that thing to come up there. Come on. Let me see. Just for some reason, it's not putting it on there. There we go. All right, there it is. YouTube.com, Hooray Sales. Go ahead and send your friends over there if they're not on Facebook. And for you, sometimes it's just easier to watch over on YouTube. It's like you don't have so many like things grabbing your attention while you're on and everything. So that's always there for you also. But right now, I do want to hear from each and every one of you. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm plugged into my internet, like my Ethernet, so it should be streaming completely, but I see that it's doing crazy things. Tell me something good. Tell me something that you've been working on today. Tell me about something that you're excited about in your business. And Donna Sue, we actually can see you now. We see that it's you. Yay. And I hear some people saying I had a little trouble getting on tonight. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, guys, you know, I want to hear, what have you been working on today that you're excited about? What did you do over the weekend? Did you have a party this weekend? Did you meet a new customer? Did you talk to somebody about why you love what you do? Did you go live on your Facebook page and just make dinner? I mean, those are all things that are really exciting and really good for you to do in your business. So I love, love, love to hear from you. I want to hear some of the great things that you're doing to grow your business as well as we get started tonight. And I'm trying to read the comments and do all this at the same time. It's kind of crazy, right? I also want to remind you to tag your friends that are not on right now and just say, hey, guys, get on over here. You do not want to miss this, because there's always so much good information. And as I was taught many, many years ago, the more you know, the further you go in our business. And at the same thing, always have your pen and paper ready, because if you ink it, you think it. And what that means is that the more senses that we involve in learning, the more likely we are to be able to recall it and put it into use. So if you hear something, that's great. You'll hear it and you'll think about it. But if you hear it and then see something that kind of reinforces it, it makes it a little bit stronger. And if you hear it and you see it and you write it while that's happening, then the chances are that that is going to become a new skill set that you're going to be able to remember to be able to work on. So that's why it's so important that that you always have your pen and paper ready, and you always are tuned in so that you can listen and learn. All right, so let me switch my little camera here. There we go. All right, so tonight's quote to start us out, and this is very, very powerful to me. When you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. Now, that sounds, like one of those things that sounds a paradox. Like, how does that work? What does that mean? Well, the reality behind it is this, is that we can sit here all day long and say, I want to make $1 million. I want to have parties every single night of the week. I want to be able to be number one on my team, or in the company, or in the region. And all of those are things that we want that we've never done. But the only way that's going to happen is that we have to try things that we've never done. We have to step outside our comfort zone. That comfort zone, I talk about it a lot, that comfort zone where we live because it feels safe. And sometimes we have to put ourselves in a position that doesn't feel safe for us to be able to grow, to learn, to be able to figure out what's next. And that's why I encourage you always to look at, what have I not done today? So it's great. What did I do today? Great. But what did I not do today that if I had done might have changed what happened? One of the questions that I will ask people, sometimes they always get mad at me when I ask this question, is what would the answer be if you knew the answer? And they look at me like I have three heads. And I know it sounds like a crazy question, because the first time somebody asked me that, I thought they'd lost their mind. But the reality behind that question is you have to think differently. You have to look at things differently. You don't necessarily have to do things different, do different things. You just have to do things differently. You have to think differently. You have to look at things from a different angle. So when someone asks me that question, if you knew the answer, what would you be doing? Then I have to think about, well, what am I not doing? That's really what it's all about, guys. Think about what I'm not doing that if I did might change the trajectory of my career, that might make my business grow. So tonight, we're going to talk about a couple of different things that really maybe can change the trajectory of where you're headed, can change the results you're going to get in your business. And it is going to require that you might step outside your comfort zone. It is going to require that you look at the things that you are doing, and maybe you're doing some of these things, but can I do them differently? So it's not necessarily that I'm going to have to do a different thing, but I have to do the things that I'm doing differently, because maybe I'll get a different result if I do. Does anyone know what the definition of insanity is? Okay, I'm going to see if any of you know it. Put it in the comments if you know the definition of insanity. Okay, and I'm checking what you're saying here. I'm going to see if anybody knows the definition of insanity. Okay, I see some good things that you guys have had happening this week. That is awesome. All right, so the definition of insanity is doing the same things and expecting to get different results. There you go. Somebody got it. I don't know who it is because it says Facebook user. But doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. Exactly. Kathy got it there too. And this is why I really want you guys to think about that quote. If you want to do something you've never done, or if you want to have something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. Okay. So I want you to really keep that in mind tonight as we go through, and then look at, maybe I've done some of these things, but maybe I can change a little bit the way I'm doing them to get a little bit better result for me. It is Record Breaker. We are super excited about Record Breaker. We are super excited about what Record Breaker has to offer us as well. And we are looking for, I'm trying to get this. Where, Charlie, could you take that off, please? There you go. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. Record Breaker is a big thing going on right now. We are coming to the close of week 2. Guys, we are about 20,000 short of what we need to be on pace to make our goal. But we have 2 more days. We have two days and 3 hours left to go. And I really believe that if we put our minds to it, and everybody focuses on what you can do, not what you can't do, and really stepping outside and trying new things, that we're going to be able to make that goal by Wednesday, be over $100,000. That's our goal by the end of Wednesday. And when we do, we will have a drawing for us, an extra surprise pack for everybody who has hit submit, because it's all about hitting submit, whether you are hitting it or whether you have customers that are hitting it. And it's not too late to add another party. In fact, you could send some messages right now to some folks that you know and say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Can you help me out? I need to test. Okay, trying something outside your comfort zone, something outside your wheelhouse. Maybe you've heard about it, but you've not done it. Maybe you tried it, it didn't quite work. I want you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, so an instant party, an express party, you can look at them a couple of different ways, but basically it's something that you can start within a few hours, and you can tell people that you're testing this new type of party, and it's super fast and super easy. And you're going to do it it works really well in Messenger, because that way it's fast paced, and you tell them it's a new type of party, it's in Messenger. What we're going to do is, I want you to make a list of people that you think would be interested in Tupperware. I want you to send them a quick message and ask them, are they available in the next 24 hours to be a part of a test that you're helping with in Tupperware, okay? And because you're helping test a party. So you're going to ask them, would they make a list of people to invite to help you test this party. Now, once they have a list of at least 15 people, okay? Now, we don't want them to just start slamming people and putting people's names in this. You want them to have asked everybody. Put that down on your notes. Number 1, first, I got to ask somebody to help me. Number 2, I've got to coach them to ask people if they want to be a part of it. When they have 15 say yes, then they are going to create a Messenger chat with those people, okay? And they're going to add you. She's going to add you to the group, because you don't know any of these people. So you can't create a group with people you don't know or chat with people you don't know. She's going to create the chat. She's going to invite all her friends, the 15 or more who have said, yes, I want to be a part of this and help you. And then she's going to add you. As soon as she adds you, then you're going to step in and you're going to start the party. All right. So you're going to give yourself a few hours. And your first thing you got to do is explain to them who you are and what's getting ready to happen. Now, we have a complete mock party on how to do this. Our wonderful Shannon Daniel created that for you guys. It is available for you. You can copy and paste, just like you do with the mock party that Aubrey created for us. And you're going to put your own words in it. But basically what you're going to say is, hey, tell them who you are. I'm Marcia, the Tupperware lady. I'm so excited that you're going to help me test this new type of party. Let me just tell you what's going to be happening. This is only going to be, this chat's only going to be operating for the next 24 hours. And I'm not going to be blowing your phone up all the time. I will be sharing with you a few post over the next few hours, but then tomorrow at set time, pick a time, guys, pick a time. I would say, maybe tomorrow night at 7:00, you could start it. And what you're going to do is you're going to have 30 minutes that you're just going to post, just like you do in a party normally, in a group or event where you go post, post, post. Same kind of thing. But between now and then, you're going to do some engagement things so that they can get chances to win prizes. You're going to share some videos of products in use. You're going to share some recipes. You're not going to try to sell them. You're not going to be posting all the like bells and whistles, everything here's on sale. Don't do that because they're not going to want to listen to that. But they do want to see things that they can learn. They want to learn new recipes. They want to try these things. So you're going to put that out there. And then when you have the live party, it's going to basically just go boom, boom, boom. You're going to have a game. You're going to have a couple of post about different products. You're going to share some things with them. You're going to maybe go live in it, talk to them, whatever you choose to do. You're going to do some more games, and then you're going to ask, send them the links to the party so they can go shop. And you're going to tell them that they got to have their orders in by Wednesday at noon. And if you do that now, you're going to be able to pull in those extra sales this week. And just think about this, guys. If you did this every day, started one of these instant parties, express parties every day, you could end up with $1,000 a week or more every single week this month. So something to think about. If this is something you've never done, in the comments, say, I've never done it. I'm going to try it. And if you've done it and maybe, like you want to try it again, say, okay, first time didn't work. I'm going to try it again. Or maybe you're going to say, I did it and it worked. I love it. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do more. Put that in the comments because we want to know what you're doing and how you love doing it. All right. So I'm going to flip my camera back over here for a second. Don't forget, we've got this amazing Host Gift special that is an exclusive item for our host with a $500 party and 2 bookings. We also have that fabulous catalog set that's there at $350. They can get the bread maker, and at $1,000 that double host credits. And guys, a few weeks ago, Michelle shared with you guys how you could get people who don't want to have a party to take a catalog, work on collecting orders, get $250 in sales, get 4 people to do that. You have a $1,000 party. You get somebody to book a party, and you can turn that into double host credits, which means $400 host credits. All 4 people have 100 host credits to spend. Actually, you can get, and I need somebody to test this because I'm not sure. I've always heard you can get 2 Host Gift specials, but somebody told me the other day that they were able to get 2 of each of the Host Gift specials. Don't know if that's possible. Somebody test it. If you tested it, let me know so that we can work with that. But either way, you've got one of each of these Host Gift specials, and then you have that other, because they're 75 each, then you'd have another 250 to split, and each of those people could have 125, or you just give all of them $100 in credits to spend, and then they spend their $100 if they choose that Host Gift special. That there's an extra 25. You can order something for yourself. So all of these have to come back to you. If you didn't catch that training that we did that night, go back and watch it. And of course, we've posted some really cool images or shared some images that you can use with this to get more that way. And there's still time. We've got 2.5 more weeks to go. All right. We've got a 2-week challenge that is ending on Wednesday. Who's got it? If you know that you've already submitted $500 since the month of October started, in the comments, go ahead and let me know. I did it. I'm almost there. I have no idea where I'm at. Well, we need to make sure you know where you're at, guys. So yay, I see Colleen has made it. Congratulations. Dean has made it. Congratulations. I love it. I see I did it. Not sure who that is. All right. Donna Joe's done it. Fantastic. Guys, I am so excited that so many of you have gotten it already. That is wonderful. And you know what? I have a feeling that there's going to be lots more of you. Yes, Pat, you have been kicking it. Paula's got it. That's awesome. Yay. Hooray for you guys. And we're going to keep going because we want to find out who's going to be our tops at the midway point in the month as we go along. But then, because come Thursday, you got to keep dating those parties because there's going to be another special coming on Thursday that you're going to be able to earn for the next 2 weeks. And don't forget, you also have, let me go back. We have, I'll go back. We have actually all of these items. Gosh, my thing's clicking crazy. We have all of these things that you can earn for the month. And I know that some of you have already hit that $2,500 month mark for the month, earned your Ultra Pro and my favorite mitts. In fact, I was using mine just a little while ago when I was getting my shiitake, my shiitake bacon. So as many of you know, I'm vegetarian. I'm pescatarian because I eat fish. But I take shiitake mushrooms, and if you're not a mushroom fan, you're just going to go, ah. But it's really good. You take them, cut them up, and you toss them with some olive oil and some spices, and you bake them, and they get real crunchy, and they taste like bacon. And I made a mushroom barley soup, put them in it. It was absolutely great. And those mitts were fabulous because I could pull everything out of it. So these are some great rewards that you have available to you all month long. But while you're doing it, you might as well get the others. All right, guys. So I hope you've told Charlie that you're here, because right now we're going to have a drawing to find out who has hit submit this week, because every week we like to recognize who is this week. And Aubrey, you are killing it, girlfriend. You are killing it. Aubrey is, I think she's only missed like 1 or 2 days this month that she hasn't had an order going in. She's been holding lots and lots of parties and lots of events. So right now we're going to find out who's going to be the winner of our surprise gift for this week for hitting submit already this week. And once again, guys, it's not about you necessarily buying stuff. It's about getting in front of people and letting people see what we have to offer, and then placing their orders or having them place orders on your website. So make sure that you have let Charlie know that you're here, because it is time for us to get ready to go. And I don't know why it doesn't play the music, but anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Who is it gonna be? Is she here? Don Vermette. Is Don Vermette on, Charlie? Dawn has not commented. She's not here. So too bad, Dawn. Sorry. All right. We're going to find out who is our next person. Maybe they're here. Portia Davis. Is Portia Davis here, Charlie? He has not seen her commenting. Guys, make sure he knows. Right now in the comments, be saying, me, 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 me. Put your name in the comments so he knows you're here. Linda Ferguson. He thinks she's here. Linda, if you are here, go ahead and say, Charlie, here I am. Make sure it says, Charlie, this is Linda Ferguson going once. This is Linda Ferguson going twice. Charlie? No comments. Oh, bummer. He thought he saw her earlier. All right. Remember, guys, if you hear your name, you have got to say, Charlie, here I am. Christina Austin, are you here? Christina Austin, did you? No, Charlie says. Oh, I wish it had the music. I don't know why it's not playing the music. Mary Lou Warren. No Mary Lou. Bummer. All right. We're going to keep going till we find a winner. Brooke Bannister, are you here? No comments by Brooke. Remember, guys, be sure you are talking to Charlie right now. I see some of you are letting him know. All right, make sure he knows you're here. Donna Briglia. Donna Briglia, are you here? She is here. All right, congratulations, Donna. You are the winner. Congratulations, congratulations. Donna's here. Yay, Charlie says. Donna's here. So congratulations, Donna. we're super excited for you. You are the winner of tonight's activity draw. And so that means you were in it to win it, and you did. So we'll be sending out a gift to you as well. All right, so as we go back to just like to add this back on, we're going to continue with just a couple more things I want to share with you. Actually, we're going to talk about. So as I mentioned, one of the things that's really important in our business is, stepping outside our comfort zone and doing things we've never done, or looking at the things that we're doing and seeing how we can do it differently to get different results. Now, I want you guys to all look right now at this picture of a vendor event that's going on. And I want you to tell me in the comments, what do you see that might not be exactly what we want if we're doing a vendor event? Now, there's a Tupperware tablecloth, which is good. But what do you notice about the table that maybe could be improved? Could be, that could be made more exciting, more presentable, more enticing for people to come over. All right, in the comments, go and put that on there. I'm looking for that. It's too busy. There's too many options. That's a really great comment, JC, because they did a study actually once where they did a stand where they were selling all kinds of different jams and jellies, and they had like 65 different kinds of jams and jellies. And then what they did is they also had one that only had like 6 to 8 things. And so one of the things that they did is they found that the one that had fewer items, but were more of the fewer items, people were able to make a choice, and they tended to buy more because they weren't overwhelmed by the choices that they have. So a lot of people saying too much stuff on that table. And there's a couple other things that I really notice. It's not even that, there's too much stuff, but it's really hard to define what's on the table, right? It's cluttered. And Donna, you're absolutely right. There's the bags underneath. It needs some shelving. It needs some variations. Okay, now I'm going to show you another one, guys. I want you to tell me what you see in this one. What do you see in that vendor event? And this one was actually just recently happened. A friend of mine was actually sent this to me, and she was actually doing this event. And at this particular event, they actually had 2 people signed up for Tupperware. Now, one of them didn't say they were selling Tupperware. They said they were selling something else, but in their description, they said that they were going to have some Tupperware stuff. What do you see about this table that you would go, oh yeah, that's definitely not going to bring the people over? I wouldn't think. What do you see about that table that just makes you go, everything's in bags? Yeah, it's all wrapped up, which I'm sure people are like, okay, it's wrapped, then I know it's like fresh, but you can't even tell what it is, right? And it's all bagged up. It's to me, I would say this looks like somebody just opened up a box and just dumped it on a table and said, come shop, right? Anything else, to way too much stuff, yeah, put it out there. And once again, somebody mentioned earlier about how there's no levels to it. So it's just all laying out there, right? People can't even see what's on the table. So it's definitely cluttered, and it's really a mess. Okay, so what we're aiming for is something different. And I actually have someone here tonight with us to talk to you a little bit about that. I'm going to bring her on, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about it. And I actually have a beautiful picture of a couple of her displays. I'm going to show you those once I get her on here. But please give a big round of applause to the amazing Stacy Clifton. Hey, Stacy.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Did you see what they picked up on? They picked up what you put on, right?
I did. That was great.
All right.
They may not need my training.
I don't know. I think they probably did. Do you want me to go ahead and show the pictures of your displays?
You can, yes.
Okay. Yes. So these are we saw the 2. This is one of Stacy's that she's going to talk to you a little bit about. And I want you guys to look at it and kind of think about kind of some of the things that you see here in her display. And then this is another really beautiful display that she has as well that she's going to talk to you about. Look at all those clapping. I see lots of clapping happening in there for you, Stacy. I think they like that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, and then I'm going to let you talk to them a little bit more about it.
Okay, if you'll turn back to that first picture, that would be great. There you go. Okay. So guys, one of the things, once you get an event scheduled, one of the things I try to do is I try to think about, okay, where is this event? What type of event is it? What kind of products do I need there? What kind of people are going to be there? So that you kind of have an idea of what you want to take to sell. Because, if you're going to an event like at a school, and there's going to be a lot of kids there, especially any of these events that have lots of kids, like the jumping bouncy houses and all that kind of stuff, you really want to try to take some kid products with you. This particular one, I'm trying to think where I was for that one. This was at a nursery, like plants and things like that. And so and this actually, we got this like the spur of the moment. So I kind of had to wing it here. But even with that, what I did, as you can see, I have my Tupperware tablecloth and it says Tupperware on there. People come up there all the time, even with my Tupperware tablecloth, and say, "Is this Tupperware?" I'm like, "Yeah, it really is." So you want to make sure that you have something saying Tupperware, because they need to know it is the real thing. And they'll ask, "Is this new Tupperware? Is it used?" And I always, let them know it's all brand new. And what I try to do is the things on the table are my display, and pretty much I have everything else under the table. So I tell them, I say, if you see something or if you know you want something and it's not on the table, ask me. I may have it underneath. But that's just a way of kind of just having. I just have one of each thing. As you can see, there's well, I do have on my vent and serve. I had 2 sets of the medium. I had 2 of the you can't really tell because the silicone bags are in the front, but occasionally I may have 1 or 2 of the same thing. But pretty much I just have one of everything, and that way I can sell from underneath the table. I'll have those products under the table. If the only one I have, like the little Charlie Brown set on top, yay Charlie Brown, that was my very last set of those. And so when I sold those, I had to replace that and put something else up there. And so I just pulled something else from underneath the table that I didn't have room to put up there. So you don't want this to look like a yard sale or a flea market, okay? Because when it looks like that, people come wanting cheap prices, okay? You have to be really careful with that, because then they want to start bartering with you, and I don't barter. These are my prices. I normally don't charge them the shipping on that, and sometimes no tax, but most of the time it's going to be the regular price that's in the catalog. Occasionally I may, if I have had something for a really long time, I might cut the price on it. But I want you to notice too, and y'all have already picked up on this, was the crates. And Marcia, if you can flip to the next picture now. If you only can have one table, guys, and that's what that is, that's just one table. That's the only table I could have at the event. So as you can see, I've got 5 different crates. And I turn them different ways. And that way you can actually have some with some heights. You can have, a little bit less. And when I started out, I forgot to take the first picture, but I had the 5-piece Wondelier bowls that were in the vintage colors, but I sold them. And that was the last set I had. So now, otherwise I probably would have turned that other crate sideways, because having the height was really great with the Wondelier bowls beside it. But notice the colors. I tried to have the colors all kind of mixed together. I put my teals together. You can see my Fridge Smart there with the slimline pitcher and the green Quick Shake. I've had that for a long time. It actually was, I found it down in the bottom of a bag somewhere. But then right next to it, you see the red, and I have the red Quick Shake there. And then under that, I have more red. And then you can see the colors, how they kind of blend together, okay? And I tried to put things that work together. Like on the very bottom crate, you can see I have the That's a Bold Junior. I have a, that's to let them know that, you can get this free for hosting a party, because that's a thank you gift. You have the, what is it called? I can't remember what the name of it is. You know what that is. Anyway, it's got the little juicer and the strainer and all that in there. The little mini salt and pepper shakers, see that? Those are not for sale, guys. The thank you gifts and the dating gifts are not for sale, but they let them know, oh, and that's usually what they want. They want to buy those. But I put those out there to entice them, to tease them. It's like putting that carrot out in front of them, and really getting them to want. I can't tell you how many times people pick those up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Those aren't for sale. But when you host a party, you can get those for free. So you got to fix it so they want those things. You want them to see that. And you want them, because, people will come up to you and ask you if you have those little salt and pepper shakers. So that's something that I do put out there, but they're not for sale. Okay. Okay, I'm jumping all around. I'm so sorry. By the crates, though, what I'm trying to tell you is if you only have one table, those crates can make a huge difference. I have had 2 tables, but I can also, if I stack my crates up like that, and I actually could, if I would have put the one crate that's vertical, horizontal, I could have stacked one more crate up there and still had lots more room. Okay. So I try to make sure when I'm doing that, though, that I have colors together. So I want you to, think about that. This is like your store, okay? So when people walk in, you want them to be able to look at things and see everything, okay? You don't want, like that other picture Marsha had up there with everything stacked on top of each other and you can't even tell what's anything. And if they go to move something, everything starts falling. They're just going to put things back and walk away because they don't want to break anything, even though it's Tupperware, they don't like that. And so you want to make sure that it's easy on the eyes and easy to pick up and look at. Okay. Okay. Let me see where I'm at here. Okay. So once you've got that all set up, the next important thing is, as people are coming to your booth, you want to be able to greet them. You want to talk to them, but don't attack them when they start coming in your booth. Okay. Like, especially these events where this one here was inside, but most of my events are outside. And so if you're outside, you've got a tent, and that really makes it nice because it's like your space. And even though you're at a table inside, it is your space, but it's kind of open to everybody, it seems like. But if you're, when they come to your table or your booth, you want to be able to speak to them. Just walk up to them, like, hey, how are y'all doing? And you can tell if you just kind of let it go at that, kind of get their reaction. If they, like a lot of times people will come in and like, oh my gosh, Tupperware. I love Tupperware. Well, that's good, but don't jump on them and attack them like, oh, great, let's have a party, because, that can turn people off. So just start talking and say, oh, great. What's your favorite product? Get that conversation going so that you can find out what they like or what they love about Tupperware. Ask them, so when was the last time you saw Tupperware? Was it at a party, or was it online, or was it just in a catalog? And find out that information. Try to find out, how you can help them. Like, for example, do they just use it for maybe heating up leftovers? Are they on the go all the time? They need a way they don't cook anymore because, they don't cook anymore because they need a way to have a fast and quick meal. So they just go get takeout. You can tell them how they can use our MicroPro grill or our multi-cooker or the pressure cooker to have a quick, fast, easy, nutritional meal. And that also can lead into dating a party, because those are high ticket items. And if they were like, oh yeah, I can't afford that. Oh yes, you can, because you can have a party and get it free, or you could get it for half price. So you want them to know those things, and that's just real subtle talking about a party. Just like the salt and pepper shakers about dating a party. And let them know too, you know what, guys, we're doing all kinds of parties now. You can do an in-home party. We can do a Facebook party. We can do a messenger party like Marsha was talking about earlier. So there's so many different ways to do it. The Zoom parties, everybody can see each other and you can party together. Or if you don't want to see everybody, then we can just go to a Facebook Live, and I go live, and you don't see each other, but y'all see me. And, those are always fun. When somebody says, oh yeah, that might be fun. Say, okay, so you're on Facebook. Let's go ahead and friend each other. Have them friend you on Facebook right there. Because if you can do that, then you've got a way to get in touch with them. I also set dates right there on the spot, guys, because you can set a date right there and they may say, oh, I don't have my calendar with me. Well, guess what? Half the time when I was doing in-home parties, they didn't have their calendar with them. But we would set a date right there on the spot, and I tell them, and I still do this at events, that's okay. We can set a tentative date right now. You can go home and check your calendar, and if you can't do that date, just send me a message back within 24 hours. Tell me what date works for you, and I'll get back with you. And if we can get that date set up, then you can still count this as an original date, and I have an extra gift for you. Now, what is that extra gift? It can be a smidget. Guys, it can be anything you've got, actually. It can be any small item. Don't do some huge item, guys. You don't need to do that. Our little items that we have, our smidgets, our snack cups, our Tupper minis, our keychains, those are like gold. People love those things, and they want them. I have them come up to me and ask for those things all the time at these events. But you know what? Unfortunately, they're not for sale. They're only for free when you host a party. So you can take that smidget and you can sell it for $1 or $2 or $5. But you know what? That's all you get out of it. If you host a party or get a party dated with that, then you can make 100, 200 or more. And you've got future business. You've met all these people at this party. You get future datings. It keeps your business going. So it's up to you, but I will tell you, I tell my team all the time, don't sell your smidgets. Don't sell your keychains. Don't just give them to people, guys. The only way they get them is by hosting a party, because those are like our little gold that we have in our back pocket that saves us every time. Okay. So those are some of the things I use as extra little gifts. When somebody wants to host a party or when they date a party with me. I have people date parties on the spot all the time. I had a girl this past Saturday. She came up and we talked. Her mom was saying, oh my gosh, I have this. And then she walked up and she's like, oh my gosh, Tupperware. I love Tupperware. She goes, and they were talking, and I just came up and started talking to them about some of the products. We talked about the silicone bags because they had never seen those and they loved them. And her mother really wanted them, but she was just like, oh, I just don't know if I want to spend that much money. I said, okay, guys, y'all need to have a party because y'all are talking about all these people that you know, and y'all haven't been to a party in forever. So you know what? Probably your friends haven't either. And the girl's like, I want to do a party. And so we friended each other on Facebook right there and dated a party. So that's the fun thing, is that it gets you excited. And then that really does for the rest of the day. It's like, you're like, okay, how many more can I date? So talk to them, just like you're talking to your best friend. Okay. Don't treat it like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared I won't get any parties dated, or, oh my gosh, what if I don't get a recruit? You can do that, but just act yourself and be calm and just try to get that conversation going, because you want to make your customers feel comfortable with you. And like I said, you don't want to attack them or anything like that. I think that's it, Marcia. I think I covered just about everything. Was there anything else you wanted me to?
I thought it was fabulous. I'm trying to get my thing back over here. There we go. Yep, I thought it was fabulous. I've got tons of notes over here on my piece of paper. And everything.
Oh, one thing
Yes.
I forgot to say. You can get them to fill out a little survey sheet to keep up with people that you've talked with. And that helps you know how to help them too, because it'll have whether they want to have a party, whether they want to be on a mailing list, and different things. And we have those in the Hooray, on the Hooray page in the files, I think it is.
Yes.
So there's several of them out there. Those are really good. I just kind of keep those on a clipboard behind my table, and as I talk to them, I have them fill them out.
I love it. And guys, look at that display. Doesn't it look so gorgeous? And those crates. And it's so easy to do. In fact, it made me think about years ago when everything we did was in home, and I had they were like plastic milk crates. And I would set my display up in it and stack them and put them on one of those luggage holders and pull it behind me into somebody's house and then take them out and set them up. And it made setting up for your party so simple and fast. And this is the same kind of concept. It's quick and easy to set up, but it just looks so neat. So guys, in the comments, go ahead and put the things that you love. Tell us your ahas. Tell us what you like. And thank you. Give Stacy lots of love and thanks for all that she shared with you guys tonight. Thank you so much. Yay. All right, so guys, now I want to talk to you just a minute about what do you do once you have, done this event, or maybe you're working this event. Maybe you've got a friend, and you're working together, and you maybe it's a little bit slow. People aren't coming over. Maybe you need to meet some new people, and you're trying to figure out ways to do it. So one of our fabulous leaders shared with you the other day something that she's been doing. And you might have all seen this out there, where it's like you've been ducked and there's these little rubber duckies on people's cars and stuff. And so she has taken that idea and really like massaged it to come up with something that really works for us. And I'm going to let her tell you all about it right now. So let's welcome to our stage tonight, Corinne Brown. Yay, Corinne. And I'm going to turn it over to you. I've got slides. Let me know if you want the slides up because I've got them just to quickly show what you have available. Let me see.
If you want to show the slides, we can show those. And then I also have them here to show too. Melissa, I see you commenting. I want you to go ahead and put for me in the chat, Melissa, because I know you're watching. I know you did this weekend. Put your takeaways in the chat so I can share them. So as I kind of share about it, I'd love for you to put your takeaways there too. Okay. So hey, everybody, I'm Corinne Brown. If you hadn't met, I'm a leader here at Hooray. I've been in Tupperware for 22 years. That's right. I started when I was 19 years old in college. Can you believe it? Like, yes, you can start a Tupperware business when you are a teenager. And 22 years later, Tupperware is my main source of income. I'm a single mom of 2 girls. So if you ever wondered, can you work this business around a crazy life? Yes, you can. And we have some great leaders to help you learn those tips and tricks with office hours and time blocking and some stuff like that. But what I want to share with you now is the You've Been Tubbed. Hey, Donna. Hey, Sophia. Hey, Betty. I love seeing you guys on here. So I love this. I've been doing it lately. Like I have to get out of the house sometimes because I know being self-employed, we have to show up. Okay. When you are your own boss, you really have to step out, right? And take yourself seriously. You have to clock in. So sometimes for me, I'll go to a coffee shop, a local Panera or a local coffee shop or different things, depending on where I'm at. And I'll go work there. I'll make it be a mobile office. And what I was finding while I was out is this is a great way to prospect. It's a great way to meet new people because I need to expand my customer base. And I do not like being on Facebook 24/7. I don't know if you do. I don't like stalking people on Facebook. I don't like sending them 25 messages because they ignore you. I mean, with social media, sometimes people can hide literally behind a screen. And I wanted to see people. I wanted to help share the Tupper love. I love doing in-person events, just like Stacy was sharing. But sometimes I'll go to new areas and I'm not at an event. Okay. Maybe you're just traveling. You're on vacation. Utilize it as a money-making building activity. Okay. And then you can write it off, which is great being self-employed. But it's You've Been Tubbed. Now, if you've seen this, I posted it in the group. There is a sheet that you can print off that has these little labels like Marsha has here that says You've Been Tubbed. And Marsha's got the display there too of all the stuff that I put inside of it, okay? I did a couple different bags. I'm going to explain that first. So the first one was just tumblers. I did an impression 16-ounce tumbler. This is just a 16-ounce tumbler because how many of you guys have odds and ends, okay? I know I have taken apart sets to appease a customer before. There's something that has been broken and a whole new set got sent in. So I've only got 3 of something. Maybe I scratched one of them. Maybe it was my demo model, whatever, but it's still new, right? It's still a good piece of Tupperware. It's just might not be selling. And the stuff you throw in maybe a bargain bin or a, that sort of thing, like a throw bin. Well, I'm taking all these things because I'm like, I need to clean out my garage anyways, right? So I'm taking these pieces of Tupperware and I'm taking a catalog and one of the Lucky You sheets. We have these loaded in the Facebook group in the files. They're the lucky you. If not, we will double check and make sure they're there. It's 3 on a page. You print them off. On the back side of it, I have my QR code. That's my flow code to my flow page and my contact information. Then they also have a sale flyer in there. If I don't have the sale information on the back of the lucky you, you can put a business card in here, but I'm not. Okay. Because it costs money, right? Supplies cost money. And I would rather save my business card when I'm actually at a networking event. But you want them to be able to get back to you. So when I print these, I also print my contact no, not on that one. That was prototype. I also print my contact information on the back here too. Okay. So on cardstock, punch a hole, tie it. It's shrink wrap. I didn't shrink wrap it, but you could. Oh, and then I also put the Make Money flyer in there. So you can see it on the thing. I don't know if I can put a little cursor over if you guys can see, or if Marsha can put it over the money thing right there. Oh, wait, I can do that. Here we go. Look. No, I can't. It says dynamic camera. Oh, I'm not going to mess with that. Cancel. Sorry, guys. I thought that I could circle it for you on there like a draw board. No, you cannot. Discard changes. Okay, so all of this goes in here, and then it's got the You Got Tup. Now, here's what the cards say, okay? They say, check out what's new. Get lost in the nostalgia that Tupperware brings while finding kitchen inspirations by our new innovations. Share this catalog and collect $200 in orders to earn a thank you gift from your amazing consultant. Want even more? We got you, okay? Because we want to be their friends, because you got tupped. So I've got that on there. Now, I also have some smaller versions real quick that have keychains in them instead. And instead of the full line catalog, I did put the sale flyer catalog because it's still a catalog. And I did make a second one of these in there that says flyer. So if you want to print off the 1-page flyer because you didn't order anything, you want to go do this tomorrow, you don't want to wait, there's a green one that says flyer. So you can do catalog or flyer, no matter what, we got you. And you've got that on there too. So all the little things that you have. Okay. Then when you're at these places, go meet new people, right? You have to find, and you are challenged, each and every one of you right now, you are challenged to meet 5 people this week that haven't seen Tupperware in 5 years to go and tup. So tup 5 people that haven't seen Tupperware in 5 years. And what this does, and I'm challenging you, I'm serious. Like Marsha's going to do some giveaways, whether she knows it or not, of the people that actually do it. But you need to let us know, and you need to get their information of who you tup. Okay, to be in the drawing. So that way you know that too. But you've been tupped. You've been challenged to get tupped. Now, when you tup someone, they can just keep the Tupperware. Okay, they don't have to go get $200 in orders. And I want you to realize, like, I know this going into it. I am looking at this as marketing. I am looking at this as investing in myself. And I'm looking at this as showing up and taking my business seriously. Because we have to do the work. We have to go meet the people. And the more people that we see, when we see the people, that's how we build consistency so that we can truly grow our business as we go. So I love this. You go through, try and find 5 people a week that's been tupped. You could do the citrus peeler too. That one that I shared a few weeks ago as well, where you take a citrus peeler, put it in a bag, and just go right and say, hey, we're with Tupperware. You know, we appreciate you. I wanted to give you a free gift. Thank you for being a Tupperware lover for all these years. And it's just a great way to get your contact information again in people's hands. We have to let people know Tupperware is still around. And to do that, we have to be loud. We have to let everybody know without being annoying. Okay? So how do you not be annoying? You are gratitude centered, and we give. So look at things that you have that you could give to invest in your business. And so let's share this real quick, because this is what Melissa did this weekend. She took 4 of the You've Been Tupped cards with tumblers, put them in citrus. Oh, you did a citrus peeler too. Okay, cool. So she put the label on it on the back of the sheet. She used a swirly ribbon. You know, Marsha always says ribbon is like catnip for ladies. Okay. She asked there for a challenge. She ended up giving out 3 of them. One person is working on her party and orders. So she's planning to follow up with the others tomorrow. I love that. And that is great, because you do want to make sure that you follow up with them, because let's be honest, guys, life happens, right? And sometimes they forget about it. I was trying to hide it. Are y'all clicking it too? I'm just not going to click it. I was going to hide it down. Yeah. So does anyone have any questions about the You've Been Tupped? If you do, put it in the chat. I will come back and answer them individually for each of you guys. But I'm just excited about this. And I think it's a fun thing. Let's make it a thing.
I love this. I love this. From where'd she went? She went away. Where'd she go? I don't know where she went. I was going to have her help me introduce. I loved what she said. I think we can do a challenge. And I think each and every one of you can take what she shared and top 5 people. Now, we all have stuff around. Doesn't have to, if you don't have any tumblers, if you don't have some other big stuff or some stuff like that. And we're not talking big stuff. We're talking snack cups. We're talking old dating gifts, anything like that. Take them, put them in a thing, put them in a little bag, put that the little flyer on it, and get out there. And then as you are talking to people, you're looking for people who haven't seen Tupperware in 5 years, right? So that's the thing. Maybe that is what happened, is her internet went out. So you're looking for people who haven't seen Tupperware in 5 years. And if they haven't seen Tupperware in 5 years, you say, oh, fantastic. I would like to tup you. You've been tupped, and you're going to hand it to them. And you can, like, make it a fun sort of thing and say, hey, there's lots of great stuff going on. We have these great offers going on right now. Maybe some friends that might want something. Take it. If you get some orders, if you get some orders this week, I have an extra gift for you. I have another free gift for you. Because if they get at least one order, you can put it in as a party, and they can get, you can put it in as a party, even if they only had one order, and you can ship it to them, and they can get the little refrigerator bowl as their, gift for that. So you can use that kind of as a fun way to meet new people. Your goal is to meet 5 people, okay? To tup 5 people. So make your little bags, snap a picture of it, go give them out. Then send me send me your picture of your snapped 5 items and the 5 people that you talked to. And then I'm going to do a drawing. I've given everybody till Friday to do this. Friday, make sure you've got it. You've shared it, posted it on the page. I'll put a little thing up for you to post them there. I'm going to draw, and I'm going to send actually a little box of things you can use to tup more people, so that you'll have, an assortment of different things that you can take out and tup to every people. Yes, the tupped card is on the Hooray page. She shared it the other day, but I knew that without her talking about it, you might have missed it. So we want to make sure everybody sees that and takes advantage of that as well. All right. So why are we out there talking to people? Well, Stacy mentioned, when you're out doing your events, you're not there just to sell product. You are there to meet people, connect with people, engage with people, date parties, and then possibly add people to your team. And, we have some really exciting things to offer people, because people are looking for part-time jobs right now. The holidays are coming. They need money. We have, we have a way to help people have a debt-free Christmas. And so, a couple of these flyers you can be posting to get people to start talking to you. I love the one on the left side that just breaks it down, that if they were to hold a party a week, and we're talking a $400 party. We're not even talking $1,000 parties. We're talking a $400 party a week, that they could actually have made over, if they started last week, they made $1,200. So let's say they start this week, they're still going to make over $1,000. They hold 2 parties a week, it's going to go up. And the thing is, it doesn't just double, it actually goes more than that, because they're getting those volume bonuses. And then, of course, if they held 3 a week between now, and this doesn't even go all the way up to Christmas, it just goes up to the middle of December. So this is a great way for people to be able to see the money that they could make. And I'm going to tell you, there are people who are going to go out and they're going to get a job working 20 hours a week, retail or someplace, and they're going to be making maybe minimum wage, probably a little more right now, because everybody's trying to find people to come work for them. But they're going to work 4 or 5 hours a night. They don't get to pick what night they want to work. They're going to do this, 3 or 4 days a week, and they're going to end up making less than what they can make if they were to hold a party themselves. So I always used to say to people, you can work 20 hours a week for somebody else, or you can work 5 hours a week for yourself, and you can make twice as much money. Up to you which way you want to go with it. So the key here is you got to get out there and you got to talk to people about what we have to offer. We also have this great, we have our 4 regular kits. We have this great little kit right now. It's our $25, just like get started quick kit. And I think this is so cute. You could take it and make it into a little scarecrow, because we're scaring away debt, right? We're scaring away debt. We're going to be crowing about the money that we're making. So there's our little scarecrow there. And he has figured out she's a smart scarecrow. She's got a brain. She's figured out that Tupperware is the way to make money. And of course, with that first $100 order, they're also going to be able to add that incredible impressions set there for free. So let's get out there this week and really talk to people. We have so much to offer them. They come in and their first month, they sell $250. They're going to get $75 more free. They do $500 in their first month. They're going to get $150 free. They're going to be in the Confident Start program. They're going to be in the Better Together program. They're for that same $250, $500 in sales. They're going to get not one, not two, but 3, even 4 gifts for starting their business. So let's get out there and talk to them about that. But now I want to tell you that real quickly, we have a new mailer coming out in November, and we are going to have some fabulous new products that you can sample tomorrow. If you have not ordered your October samples, tonight's the last night to do that. Go grab it. We will continue with the same dating gift and exclusive host gift special. So we've got those 2 host gift specials still going into November, but we have some brand new products. All right, where's my pet lovers? I want to know where my pet lovers are. I mentioned it last week because you had a chance to earn a really cool new set of canisters week 1, right? And I told you really wanted those because, guys, they are going to be in your November brochure. And you're going to be able to order your samples of that starting tomorrow. We have our super cereal stores, which are great for our cat food, dog food, bird food. We've got our flat outs, which are perfect. That's for you, Colleen. Perfect for when you're on the move. Nobody's got a cow for a pet, I don't think. But the flat out bowls flatten out and you can take them. We used to carry ours when we go walk on the beach for Snoopy. Have my water bottle and a flat out. When he got thirsty, I would pop his bowl out, pour him some water. He'd have a little sip of water, and then we'd be ready to move on. So it's a perfect little thing. I could give him a little snack on the road when we're traveling, open it up. And then, of course, we've got those fabulous carry-all containers. And, guys, you're not going to believe the price on those carry-alls. It's going to be amazing. Best price we've had in a really, really long time. We also have it's back in black. And so all those folks that you sold black to earlier this fall, you're going to be able to reach out to them. We've got the salt and pepper set, the table accessory set, the salt and pepper and the butter dish in the black. We've got the black luncheon plates. We've got the black dessert plates. We've got the black seal holder, or it'll also hold your plates. And we have the microwave cover, which is going to be a fabulous set to put for everybody to have on hand. And then we have one of my favorites, and I meant to bring these up here, but to show you guys, these are one of my favorite bowl sets, the modular bowls. So they're similar in the way that they're shaped, sort of like a crystal wave. They're flatter, straighter sides, flat bottoms, and they nest inside of each other. They're super wonderful for storing leftovers and for making salads. And with the holidays coming, it's going to be great. You can have potato salad in one. You could have your fruit salad in one. You can have them all stacked in the fridge, set them on the table. And then, of course, when they're not in use, they all nest together. So that's going to be super exciting to be able to offer that. We haven't had those in a really, really long time. And there's a super bonus special on the Get It All set there. And I think there we go. So we've got those things. So some really exciting new things. So just as we finish up tonight, so tomorrow your samples will open. Almost all of them open tomorrow. There's, I think, one or two that don't open tomorrow. They'll open at the beginning of the month. And I think that the little pet canisters don't open until later in the month. But the black opens tomorrow. I know that. And the modular bowls open tomorrow. But we do have another pop-up kitchen coming next Tuesday. So for the rest of the fall, we are going to twice a month. And so this is going to be really awesome. And we've got some special, spooktacular recipes that we're going to be sharing at our pop-up kitchen coming up next Tuesday. So you're going to want to be sure you grab onto that. There's going to be some pumpkin spice things going on. There's going to be some Monster Munch that you're going to learn all about. And we're going to learn some fun things that you can do for kids, like our Nutter Butter Ghost, or maybe our jalapeno popper mummies. So be sure that you've invited lots of folks to the group. It's our pop-up kitchen group. Make sure you're inviting your guests and get them on, because it's going to be super fun. So as we wrap up tonight, I'm kind of going to take it back to that same thing we talked about at the beginning, that if you want to do something you've never done, you got to, if you want to have something you never had, you got to do something you've never done. But it's also important to remember that we're always growing. And we will never, ever, ever do it all. We will never have reached, I've done everything, I don't need to do anything else. Because you go as far as you can see. Because once you get there, you will see how much farther you can go. And this is the key, guys. You want to always be stretching for that next step. You never want to settle. You want to always be on the grow, because when you do that, you will stay fresh. Years and years ago, one of the folks from Tupperware said to me, when you're green, you're growing. When you're ripe, you're rotten. So if you think you've done it all, then you are rotten. So you want to be sure that you are always looking at, where can I grow? How can I get better? Let's get going. So let's get out there and have a great week. Finish up this next 2 days. For this week, let's get that 100,000. I got a big gift. And let's make sure that we are adding those extra parties and getting out and paying attention. High five, everybody. Let's do it.